What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? Welcome to Shay's Tube. Today is Tuesday, the last day of Black History Month. Y'all, this month went so quick. Damn, I almost tore my daggone thing. I paid too much money for this to be taking it off like I was about to rip it. But anyway, y'all, welcome to my channel. Welcome to this live tonight. Thank you guys for coming in. Um, While we wait on some people to come in, y'all, don't forget to thumbs up this video. Also to subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. And oh God, what else? Oh, hit the bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos, y'all. Okay. There. I always have to check to make sure I ain't got that daggone camera on because my butt when I get home, I be in here doing the most. I be undressing and stuff and getting situated. You know what I'm saying? Before I get on this camera. But anyway, how was your day? How was your day? Hope you guys had a good day. Hope you had a blessed day as well. My day went pretty good, y'all. Very nice day today. I just got home not too long ago. That's why I had to do this live a little bit later because I actually just walked in the house probably about 30 minutes ago. Y'all know before I start this live, I have to make sure everything is done and hear all my chores and stuff and get comfortable and stuff, after being out to work for a couple hours. So anyway, guys, tonight our topic is 21 questions along with breaking news, and we're going to do that Black History topic real quick. And I'm not going to be on here long. I'm going to try to stop at 9:15, somewhere around that time, because I got something to do. So I'm going to go through this pretty quick, okay? Again, don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, and also hit the bell notification. Welcome to Shay's Tube. Welcome to all my new subbies. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you to all my day ones. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. And just thank you. And happy and blessed Tuesday, all right? So we're going to go ahead and let people come in. I forgot what I was going to do. I was going to check something real quick. Let me check something real quick while I'm sitting here. I was so hot, y'all. I had to come in here and turn the daggone air on because my daughter is making some lobster tails and salmon tonight. And she had it hot up in here. And I'm like, girl, it's like 76 degrees up in here. So, of course, I had to turn on the air conditioner real quick. So, anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and start off because I can't be waiting all day, okay? Like I said, if whoever don't see this right now can see it in the replay. It's already 7:45 Pacific Standard Time. So I need to go ahead and start off. So, y'all, we are asking, let me go ahead and go over the breaking news real quick. And then maybe some people will come in and then I'll do the 21 questions. Okay. I'll do that real quick. I'm not going to try to cover all the news articles because I am in a rush tonight. I am going to try to read a little slower because somebody said I read too entirely fast. I talk so fast. So I'm going to try to say this a little bit slower and go over a couple of news articles while we wait on people to come in and join this live, So let's go ahead and do this real quick. I had to change glasses real quick, y'all. I had to put on my other glasses, y'all. I had to put them on. No. But we're going to go over the news first, and then we'll do those 21 questions. I'm going to just do this real quick. So this is news time, breaking news. Okay. Something is wrong, y'all. Something is wrong. I crack myself up, okay? Y'all, sometimes I go back and watch my own videos and I'll be up here laughing, okay? Because it'd be so damn funny. Okay, so anyway, y'all, let me see. Let's see what I want to do, which one I want to read. Okay, so this is an interesting article, okay? It's about a man who was jumped, okay? Let me go ahead and read that article to you guys real quick and show you the video. And then we're going to go from there. I'm probably not going to read too many comments, only like one or two. All right. So a recent video capturing a group of women standing up to an attacker inside a restaurant has gone viral. The incident highlights the increasing frequency of restaurant brawls and the need for bystanders to intervene. The disturbing video shows a man becoming aggressive and violently assaulting a woman inside the restaurant. The attacker's actions triggered a response from the other women in the establishment who immediately came to the victim's aid. As the attacker continued to lash out. The other women in the restaurant intervened and attempted to subdue him. The group of women worked together to control the attacker, but he continued to lash out and focus on individual targets. They should have been punching him. Forget all that trying to subdue him. They should have punched him, punched him, punched him, punched him so many times since he want to keep on doing the most. Okay, point blank. That's what they really should have did. But anyway, let me finish. Where's this thing? Yeah, it just skips to something totally different. Okay, let's see. One of the women showed incredible bravery when she used a chair to strike the attacker from behind. I heard that. Another woman stunned everyone when she pulled. What? Wait. Now they're going overboard. Another woman stunned everyone when she pulled out a weapon and escalated the conflict. These women don't be playing. Damn, she pulled out a whole weapon, okay? Although resorting to violence should never be the first choice, the women's heroic actions in this situation helped protect the victim and possibly prevented further injuries, okay? The video abruptly ends without giving any indication of the outcome of the incident or if any arrests were made. It is unknown when or where the incident occurred. So let's see if we can watch this video, okay? Let me see if I can show it right. I should have shared it and all that stuff on the other screen, but I'm just going to show it here, y'all, to make it a little quicker because I don't never have time enough like to get all this stuff together all the time because I'm always rushing. So let's go ahead and start this camera and show this video real quick. Okay, let's see. Do I got the damn, wait. This better be the daggone video because they do this shit every time. You have other videos.
Demetrius Johnson's confirmed says a guy who beat in a fight. No, I think two.
Let's see.
Three max. I think
this is not the video. These people. Wait, let me see, y'all. Let me go to the right video. These people are so crazy. Why come they don't never have the actual video up here every time I go to news break? I'm gonna have to stop using news break because they so daggone crazy. They don't never have the actual damn fight up. Whatever video that goes with the article, they never have it up. Let me see. Okay, let me close that out and see if I can go back to it again and see if it'll come up. We did the same thing the other day when I was trying to figure out. Y'all like my shirt? Look at that info. But anyway, we did the same thing the other day when we were trying to watch the man dressing up for his little dog, and they still didn't have it up. Okay, I listened to that video. I was cracking up, y'all, because my responses are a trip. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Man, jump. Here it is right here. I hope this shows the daggone video this time. Damn, here they go. This is a commercial, y'all. Let's let this commercial go out. Damn, this is like a 3-minute video. Let me skip this ad. Okay, wait a minute. Let's see. Can we even see that little ass video? Let's see. Y'all can't even really see that. Hey, Missy. Hey, girl. Hey, everybody in the bushes. Okay, let me see. Okay, so yeah. Wait.
All the time, Dr. Paris, what food should I eat?
This girl looks so cute on my shirt. Look pretty. Look at that. Looks so pretty. They are cute. Look at that. Look so cute. Look at Terry. I think that's Terry in the middle. Looking cute. All these girls are attractive. Y'all, no homo intended. I'm just telling y'all, all these girls are pretty. Look at that. They are so cute, man. Okay, so we just saw that video, okay? And you know what, y'all? I don't blame those chicks, okay? I'm sick of these men going around trying to fight women and stuff and think somebody's supposed to sit up there and take that mess, okay? And you know what? I want to give a applaud to the women who got the chair, the woman who got the chair and knocked the crap out of him, and the other ones who subdued him, and the other one who had to take out her little weapon just in case, okay? I applaud them because I'm not condoning no weapon violence, but I'm just saying because he probably would have just beat the crap out that lady or whatever the case is. No telling what he would have done. I'm telling you, women need to start stepping up and stop letting these men do all these things. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you see them being one person and you just sit by and watch, okay? Try to do something. If it's nothing but calling 911 or something instead of just sitting there and letting these men do all this weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? Start stepping up. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad they intervened. I really am. And I applaud them one more time because that was great. Okay, here you go. Laugh out loud. One of these fine, upstanding ladies showed extreme bravery in using a chair to hit the man from behind. Excellent reporting by the author of this article. Okay, cool, cool. Somebody else said, and another pulled a gun. Like I said, I don't condone that violence with the gun. However, maybe she felt like she needed to pull one because I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's see. Anything? Okay, let's see what else. Okay, the cameraman was a dude, didn't bother to help, but sure did help himself to hit record. I mean, record the world we live in now. That's what I'm talking about. He didn't do nothing but record the entire incident. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. All right. So Alfred said, the other ladies tried to stop him. They wasn't with her. You just keep pulling out your camera as well, cameraman. Okay. So another person said, too often see we the person trying to help is dead or being hurt. The ladies handle it pretty well by themselves. Okay. W. Barr said, if the police won't do their jobs, more power to the citizens to protect themselves. Okay. 19 Skills said he wasn't jumped. He received an educational experience. I heard that. That was, he received a good ass whipping. That's what he received. Okay. And I applaud those women. You can't be letting these men do this stuff. Marella said, nicely done, ladies. Okay. And I say the same thing. All right. Because we need to stop letting these men do these things. Now, I don't let no man do no things to me because I'll be playing it. But I'm just saying these other women who allow these men to beat the crap out of them and things like that, they need to stop letting these men do these things and then get back together with these dudes. You know what I'm saying? That's why sometimes you don't want to intervene because some of these women be with these dudes that's beating their butt, and then you go in there and try to help them, then they back with this daggone man. Just like that girl I tried to help a couple years ago. I'm trying to help her. I'm thinking she can kidnap or something. I pull up by her trying to help her. Her boyfriend come running up to my car. I bet he won't run up to another car. I guarantee you he won't ever run up to another car again. Okay? I bet you he won't. And that's just on everything. And I applaud those women again. And thank goodness they were there to help this lady. And I hope she just don't get back with this clown. You know what I'm saying? If she knew him, you know. So let's go ahead and move on to the next story, y'all. So let's see here. 11-year-old boy was stabbed. Okay, let me tell you about that incident. Okay, let's see. News break takes forever to come up, and I'm on like a really quick schedule. Let me do this. Okay, so a stabbing of an 11-year-old boy spurs protests in New Jersey. Okay, an after-school fight between two 11-year-old boys that ended with one allegedly stabbed. The other has spurred protests by parents and high school students who want leadership changes in their northern New Jersey district. Okay. Roughly 100 students at Perth Amboy High School staged a walkout Monday morning to voice their concerns, while several parents and community members gathered later in the day for a rally at City Hall. Both groups said they are concerned that district leaders have failed to address unsafe conditions in schools throughout the city, which is about 30 miles, 47 kilometers south of New York City. All right. The Wednesday stabbing happened on a city street shortly after class had ended at Samuel Shoal Middle School. Authorities have said the alleged assailant used a kitchen knife to stab the other boy, who remains hospitalized in stable condition and is expected to recover. And that's great. The suspect is charged with juvenile delinquency for offense equal to attempted murder and aggravated assault and remains held at a youth detention facility. Authorities have not said what spurred the fight, but the victim's father has said that his son was followed home and the attack was unprovoked. That is sad. In a joint statement, city and school district officials said, we have to work together to provide a set of interventions and solutions that will work for our students, including mental health services, counseling, and peer-to-peer interventions. Okay. And I agree. They definitely need to do different type of programs to help these students so they will understand and know how to address conflict and bullying and just things like that in schools and stuff. And I also think they need to start actually really checking these students out when they go into school. You know what I'm saying? And making sure these kids don't be having any weapons. Even maybe installing weapon detectors or whatever the case is at the schools and stuff, especially in certain areas. You know what I'm saying? Actually, they need to install them all over, honestly, because these kids be doing the most, regardless of where the school is located at. When you send your kids to school, you send them hoping that they will be safe and that teachers and the principals and security will be there to make sure the kids stay safe. These days kids are not going to school like they used to back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Go to school, learn, have fun, meet people, get a boyfriend, girlfriend, just have fun. Now you got to be worried about getting killed at school, which is a shame. You know what I'm saying? But I do think they need to add more programs in the school to help kids who may have mental health conditions, to help kids with bullying, and actually do something about it instead of just telling, just talking to people. Just actually do something for real about the bullying situation. You know what I'm saying? Make sure these kids stay safe. Because a lot of these kids be bullying other kids and stuff and things like that. And then they definitely need to put those metal detectors, check for weapons and stuff at schools too, and maybe place a few more security officers throughout the whole entire building. And just basically, just add different type of programs to help these kids for real. You know what I'm saying? To help avoid certain situations from even happening from the start. That's what they need to do in these public school systems, period. Let's go ahead and read some comments right here. Kids are watching their parents, neighbors, and social media accounts and learning this behavior. And I agree. Time to take the phones away and keep them inside. That was from All American. Okay. Um, Missy Girl said, you don't need to keep them inside. 11-year old needs to be outside doing either working around the house or get them involved in some kind of sport. Totally agree about no phones or computer unless supervised. Okay. I kind of disagree about the phones. Okay, you should let your child have a phone because they may need it in an emergency. However, you should be supervising them, also teaching them the correct way to use a phone and how they should not be doing certain things on the phone, just like on social media. Okay. I mean, really, when parents take the time and really sit down and talk to their kids instead of just scolding them and explain to them why certain things they shouldn't be doing on the internet as well as in school, I think it'll eliminate some problems. Okay, I have done this with my kids, and y'all know I got a bunch. So therefore, I think I can talk, about this subject. And plus, I used to teach, and I always been around a bunch of kids. And I think if parents communicate more and communicate effectively versus just telling them what to do all the time, I think it'll be better. They will be better off. Instead of just saying you can't have a phone, you can't be on the internet. Tell them why you have them, why you're giving them certain rules and stuff. Okay, point blank. I just had to tell my daughter today, you don't need to be walking across the street nowhere to nowhere. You need to have another person go with you. And not because I think that you are scared or some other bull crap. No, I'm telling you to take another person with you, preferably two more people with you, because it's not as safe as it once was years ago. People do weird stuff. Just because you live in a real nice area or city, it doesn't mean something can't happen. So therefore, you always take other people with you, regardless of what you're talking about. You need to take other people with you, because I'm grown and I pretty much have somebody else with me, and you know what else I have with me when I go out, point blank. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, they need to do the same thing. And I had to explain this to my daughter today. And then she ended up not wanting to go anywhere. But so what? I'm trying to keep her safe. You know what I'm saying? Point blank. And that's what we need to do. We need to tell our kids the truth instead of just telling them, no, you can't do stuff. And my daughter is not a little bitty kid like that anymore. She's like 19. Okay. And I was telling her, no, you don't need to go somewhere by yourself. You need your other sister, maybe your brother going with you too. You don't need to be going by yourself just in case something go down. It's a bunch of y'all there. You know what I'm saying? And then plus whatever, you straight. So that's the way it should be. You should be talking to your kids, telling them what's up about school, telling them the real deal about online, that you do have predators online. You do have kids that bully online. You do have grown-ups that mess with kids online. You need to have a certain behavior online. You need to teach your kids this straight up. Okay. This is why so much stuff happens with these kids. You know what I'm saying? My daughter was telling me about because my other daughter was like, you should go on a dating site. And my other daughter, he was like, no, you shouldn't, because there's some weirdos that be on dating sites and stuff like that. And she's 22, and she was telling me, don't be getting on dating sites because you got some weird people on dating sites. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with your daughters or your sons telling you stuff just to remind you certain things you may want to think about doing versus just going out there doing. And just like we should be telling them the same thing, regardless how old they are. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to scold them, but you need to just tell them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not little bitty kids. Now, like if you have younger kids, I still say you don't really need to scold them to tell them about the internet or how to behave in school. The only time you need to scold them about their behavior in school is if they are doing stuff that they shouldn't. But to eliminate that, you want to let them know why they should not do certain things in school. And you also need to teach them how to handle being bullied, how to handle a lot of things that goes on school and social media. Point blank, as a parent, that's your job. That's what you should be doing. Okay, point blank. Okay, let's see what this person said. Pete said, yeah, of course, the school is responsible. They are the babysitters the parents hired that day. Shaking my damn head. Wasn't even on school grounds. People are crazy. So this wasn't on school grounds because when I be reading, sometimes I don't be reading it entirely. I mean, do be reading it, but I'll be forgetting what I just read. Let me see what this is. It was after school. Okay. And I think it was on school ground. It was just after school. Okay. Point blank. It could have been like outside of the school, but it may have still been like in the school, on the school grounds or in the vicinity or whatever the case is. Okay. Point blank. And then nothing too. When y'all know y'all kids are getting bullied and stuff, and your kids coming home telling you this, listen, if you're not at work, especially, you need to go out there and pick up your child. Okay. Even if you are at work, you should be telling your boss you need to leave just to go pick them up. Then you go back to work because you need to save your kids from being messed with. I did that all the time with mine. If my kids came home and told me somebody is bullying them, child, please. First of all, I went up to the school, let them know what's up. Also taught my kids a few things, let them know what's up. And at the same time, I would go pick them up. And if it kept on happening, because I would just continue on picking them up. And if it kept on happening, I transferred my kids. I didn't play that crap. I really did. I remember one time this girl was bullying my daughter, and I kept her in the school. But I'm gonna tell y'all straight up what I told my daughter. I'm not going to even tell y'all what I told her. But anyway, my daughter whooped her ass. And I hate to say it like that, but she did on the school bus. She tore that girl up. And then my daughter came inside the house and told me, no, what had happened, they knocked on my door and told me my daughter was fighting on the school bus. I don't know if she was fighting. No, she got off the school bus and was fighting, right? Because she waited till her and the girl got off the school bus. And so they was like, your daughter's outside fighting. And so I went out there. By the time I got outside, she had finished. But when she came in the house, I was like, she said she beat the girl up. And I was like, y'all ain't going to tell y'all what I said. Just put it like this. I basically used to really teach my kids, you know what I'm saying, and be there and do the things that I needed to do as a parent, point blank, and kept them from certain situations as I should be doing as a parent. And that's what you guys need to do. Study letting kids mess with your kids. They're getting bullied. You're at work. They're getting bullied. These kids these days will follow them. They will take out weapons. So you need to get off of work and go pick up your kids. You know what I'm saying? Pick up your kids or get somebody else to pick them up so you can keep them safe. Point blank. That's what y'all need to do. This little boy got a whole stick of stab, and I'm glad that he didn't get fatally stabbed, and everything. But he got a whole stab, and they said that the fight wasn't even provoked. So they must have been bullying this little kid or whatever the case. I don't know. I guess some more updates will probably come out later. I don't know, since they're minors. But the thing is that we need to eliminate this behavior. And if we see it in our kids, if they are the bullies, we need to talk to our children and make them stop doing this. Okay. And if they can't stop doing it, you need to pull them out of that school, maybe put them in a school where they deal with kids who like the bully. Point blank. They got schools like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff we need to do as parents. We need to step up and start doing this instead of letting these teachers raise our kids and babysitters and the neighbors and the people down the street and all these other people. Point blank. All right. So let's go ahead. My prayers are extended out to the young boy, and also my prayers are extended out to his family, as well as the little boy who did the stabbing. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a kid, point blank. All right. Let's go ahead and do another one, and then I'm going to do my 21 questions. All right. So let's talk about this severe virus infection, which beats adult T-cell leukemia. Okay, let's see what they're talking about in regards to that, guys. Let's see. I don't know if I really want to read this, okay, but we're going to see real quick. All right. Let's see. Y'all know I'm waiting on this slow T-Mobile. So let's see. In a recently published editorial in the journal Genes and Cancer Research. Okay, let's see. What they say. They discussed aggressive type adult T-cell leukemia or lymphoma, ATLL, caused by the human T-cell lymphotropic virus type 1, HTLV1 infection is associated with dismissals of, y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, let me just forget this because y'all don't know what I'm talking about on this. Let's see. Let me read this real quick, y'all. Okay, let's see. Long-term survival with ATL treatment with or without. Okay. They need to start writing stuff a little bit more easier, simple, so people can understand this. Ooh, so they say people who develop herpes virus infections, such as herpes zoster and herpes encephalitis, while their disease were controlled by chemotherapy. And okay, they're talking about the let's see, people who had ATLL. Okay, let me see what some of these comments say. See if they can break it down in a simple terminology. I told you, you can't understand this. I mean, if I read this to you guys, you're not going to know what they're talking about. Somebody said exactly what I said. They said, dang, can you people strike a balance here? Some middle ground, maybe. Your articles are either illiterate masses geared toward morons or super technical like this one. It's very technical, where you have to be a hematologist to follow it all. That's why I decided not to read it to you. It's just too much. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they could have just broke this down in a simpler terminology. I don't know. So they're talking about the herpes, though. I'm going to tell you that right now. The herpes virus, they think it comes from, I think that type of lymphoma or something like that. I have to read the article and to be able to tell you guys exactly what it says. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, but you know what? Somebody said they need to find a cure for herpes. They do, but they do have medications that you can take for herpes to decrease your outbreaks or to make them shorter. You know, and there are also allegedly, some natural products you can use for herpes. Okay, allegedly. All right, y'all need to look that up if y'all have herpes. So they're saying that herpes and leukemia, something they give you for leukemia, I guess, a treatment that it may trigger the herpes virus, I guess. Like I said, I'm gonna have to read this article, y'all, and then I'll come back and tell you guys about it because I don't know. I have to read this in detail. This person said, so the cure for leukemia is herpes? What the F? Okay. Let's see. So they're saying the treatment that they give you for leukemia or lymphoma can cause herpes. I don't know, allegedly. So I'm gonna have to read this, like I just said, y'all, and then come back with that because I didn't even read this. Okay, and these big words and stuff. I have to basically go to my medical book and look the stuff up to see what everything means. Okay, so then I'll let you guys know about it maybe tomorrow or the next day. All right, so let's go one more. Let's do one more article. This one right here, a fun one, okay? So this man bought two, hey Gerald, salute to you as well. Okay, this man bought two identical lottery tickets. He bought it by mistake, okay? That mistake was a good mistake, y'all, because you know why? This dude won $240,000. This guy bought two identical tickets for the same Fantasy 5 lottery drawing and won two jackpots. A Michigan man, okay, 67-year-old Oakland County man told Michigan lottery officials he bought both of his tickets for the February 6th drawing at michiganlottery.com on different dates. He said every week he purchased a multi draw Fantasy 5 ticket with the same set of numbers he's been playing for 4 years. He said he was going out of town, so he bought a multi draw ticket to cover the drawings while he was gone. He said there were some overlaps on the drawings of the new ticket that he had purchased. In the multi draw ticket he had purchased a few days before. He said, this is the numbers. The numbers are 4, 10, 12, 20, and 30. And he won $120,000 plus in a jackpot for both of the tickets. That is a great blessing. He said he logged into his lottery account to check his tickets. He said he could not believe what he saw. He said he had realized he won one of the drawings, both tickets covered to win 120,000 each, 120,000 plus each. He said he started laughing. This guy is 67 years old, y'all, from Michigan. He said he would use some of the prize money for his son's education, and the rest will go into his savings. And you know what? Blessings to this guy. I'm happy for him. That is a blessing straight up, okay, point blank. And I'm glad that he won. And that little mistake he made paid off big time, period. Okay, let's see. Somebody said he will retire very comfortably. Okay, let's see what else somebody said. Your mama said, I need more of these type of accidents. Unless a mom, you never believe what happened. Laugh out loud. This guy right here said, how do you accidentally buy 2 lottery tickets? Laughing my butt off. These stories are so right, boy. Next time it would be a woman that never played the lottery plays for first time and wins a jackpot. Easy. It's easy to buy 2 of the same tickets. I've done it many times by accident, okay? And then I have played the lottery for the first time too, like the scratch offs, and won money. You know what I'm saying? Just like that day when I bought that little $1 ticket. I think I bought 2, and it was $2. I scratched off 1. I can't remember which one was first, but I just know one thing, I won $200. Okay, and all I spent was $2. So it can happen. You know what I'm saying? It can happen. Point blank. All right. So y'all, that's it with the news break. Now we're going to go ahead and do our 21 questions. All right, y'all ready? Wait, y'all, wait. Let me see these stories that I just read, because I did not tell you everything. So tomorrow I will give you guys the rest of these. Oh, before I do the 21 questions, let me let y'all know that Keke Palmer and her boyfriend had their baby, their first child today, which is a baby boy. Let me show you what he looks like. Let's see. Congratulations to them. Wait, this damn thing copying links. Okay, let me show you the baby, because she did show a picture of her baby. And he's a cutie. Okay, so let's see. Let me see if they say how much he weighed. Nope, they didn't show. Okay, let's see if they're going to show a picture of the baby. So let's see. Here is the little baby, y'all. Oh, he's so cute. Look at him. He's so cute, so adorable. Hey, Blondie Queen. Thank you for coming in. He is so cute, y'all. And let me show y'all Keke and her man in the hospital after she had the baby. Oh, they so cute, y'all. Look at this. Look at this right here. I bet. Y'all, let's see. So Keke is 29. I don't know how old her boyfriend is, her fiance. Let's see. I don't know. Well, they didn't say how old he is. I don't know how old he is. But I do know that our baby is healthy. This is him right here. Oh, look. With his little clothing on. There's a little stuffy with him. He's sleep, got on his going home outfit, or either his outfit when he was at home. Yeah, cutie pie. Well, congratulations to the couple and blessings with their little baby. That is a blessing when you have a baby and it's healthy and beautiful and you and the man still together and everything. It's a blessing, y'all. It really is. So let's see what she said here. Let's see. So the baby name is Leotis. Okay. Let's see. So somebody played Elder Bar's song. So that's sweet. And she said she's showing her baby to everybody. She's not hiding her baby from the world. She wants everybody to see her baby, and I don't blame her. I hate when stars and stuff try to just show you the baby's hands and shit. That's so damn stupid. I'm like, damn, if you don't want nobody to know you what the baby look like, why even show the baby at all? Just don't show the baby. All right. And I'm glad that she showed her baby. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not gonna stay looking like that anyway. So why not show the baby? So I'm glad she showed her baby. And this is her when she was pregnant, when she told everybody about her being pregnant. And I think I saw that. She looked cute when she was pregnant too. Look, cute. I like Kiki Palmer, y'all. I like her. I remember when she was playing on that show that I was watching. I can't remember the name of Scream Queen. I think, yeah, she tripped me out on there. That was real good. I wish they would have took that off the air. That was good. But anyway, congratulations to them. Okay. And blessings to them too. All right. So now, y'all, we are getting ready to do the 21 questions. So are you guys ready? Let's get this party started. Y'all finna laugh now because I be coming up with the most craziest questions. Anyway, I decided to do these 21 questions because like the day when I was getting ready for work, I was like, I just started thinking about questions that I wanted to ask people on social media. And then at the same time, I just want to say it on here and then answer those questions myself because some of these things are crazy. You know what I'm saying? They're a colo. So let's get ready to get started with this, y'all. Okay, first question. Actually, this is number 1 and number 2 questions. Why do some men pretend to not care when in reality they do? Just like why do some women pretend not to care about a dude, but in reality they do? Why do you think this? You know what? I think, I rehearsed this, and I know I'm getting ready to mess up, but bear with me. I think some people play these type of games, okay, because they try to put on a different type of face. They pretend like they don't care because they want you to think that they don't care, and they want other people to think that they don't care. But in reality, they do care. That's why they be doing certain things. You know what I'm saying? They do certain things, and they do certain things, but other people may not see it. You know what I'm saying? They try to put up that false face that they don't care anymore, that they good without you, or whatever the case is. But in reality, they're hitting you up. They're secretly watching you. They're doing all types of stuff, right? To see if you really want them. You know what I'm saying? You're right, Blondie Queen. They be doing all types of weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? They hoping you call them. They even play these games where they won't call you. They'll wait around to see if you're going to call them. Men and women both play these games. And what's sad about it is when a person gets 35 and over, I think these type of games should stop being played because you're grown as ever. You know what I'm saying? If you want someone, let them know. You know what I'm saying? And go get them. Unless y'all two can't get along. But then you still be a grown-up and say to each other, even though I may still want you, we're just not good together. Point blank. You don't need to play these little psychological games like you're little kids. Okay, because you're not 20, you're not 21, you're not 22, you're not 19, 18, or anything like that. Your old asses are old. You know what I'm saying? So grow up and act like it. Okay. One thing that I do hate, I dislike a dude that does stuff like that because I'm one of these type of women. If I want you, I'm gonna let you know that I want you. I don't play games. Now, granted, I won't call you, okay? Because I don't think I need to be the one initiating a call all the time, especially if you want me. I think men are are the go-getters anyway. I don't believe that a woman should be running behind a man like that. Okay. Now I know some people may not agree with me, but this is just how I think. You know, I think we should play our role like we're supposed to and let these men come after us. Now, granted, we can call sometime, but you know what I'm saying. I don't think we need to be running after no men. Okay, they're supposed to run after us, point blank. And that's what it should be all about. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, you don't run behind a woman that doesn't want you. But I'm saying you pretty much know if somebody still wants you, especially when you're 35 or over. You've been through many relationships. You know what's up. Okay. Number 3, why do some people insist on lying but call you a liar? I'm going to tell you one thing. I don't like it when people call me a liar when they're a liar themselves. Okay. Point blank. I don't. I don't know why people sit around and call other people liars in nothing but pathetic liars themselves. If you cannot tell the truth to someone, how do you think someone is going to be truthful with you? In order to get the truth told to you, you need to learn how to be truthful. You know what I'm saying? If you're lying, hey, X-Man Gaming, what's up? What's up? If you are lying, how can you expect to get a non-liar? Okay, learn how to tell the truth yourself. Maybe you attract someone that would be truthful with you. Okay, y'all kill me trying to compare lies. A liar is a liar, huh? A liar is a liar. Whether you lying about the color of the damn, let me see, whether you lying about how many children you have, or whether you lying about if you are in a relationship or not, you still a damn liar. Okay, point blank. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, when you are meeting people or in a relationship, you both should be telling the truth, point blank. You cannot expect for someone to be truthful with you when you're not truthful with them, or you're not acting as if you are truthful. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people pretend like they are being truthful, right? But the other person can tell that they are nothing but a daggone liar. This is why a lot of times I don't tell people everything about me, because I know a liar when I see them. Okay, point blank. Okay, Jeffrey, man, don't come in. Don't worry about what I lied about. Okay, Jeffrey, man, and let me tell you something. You're lying right now because you're posing over here underneath another profile. Be a fucking man or a woman and come up here as yourself and talk, you little loser. That's what you need to do instead of hiding behind a fake profile. So you are a liar for pretending to be who you are when you're not Jeffrey, man. So get out of my chat with this foolishness. Okay. And no, I did not lie about my age. I just don't tell nobody my age. Okay. Point blank. And the person didn't deserve to know about my age, point blank. And that's on everything. Okay. Now, I'm so crazy. But like I said, if you want somebody to be truthful with you, you have to learn to be truthful with them. You don't lie about anything, because a lie is a lie. Whether you lie about your age, your criminal background, your income, your marital status, if you're in a relationship, if you're single, whatever, kids or whatever, it's a lie, y'all, straight up. So if you want someone to tell you the truth, be truthful yourself, point blank. And stop acting like somebody can lie to you when you're nothing but a 2-bit liar yourself. Okay? Number 4, why are some people so fake and full of mess? Here we go. A lot of people hide behind fake personas. They're always trying to pretend like they all this and all that, when in reality, they're nothing like they describe. Point blank. I don't understand why people hide behind these fake personas when you can clearly tell by their character, the way they act online, the way they act with other people, the way they act at home. You can tell how a person is. So why pretend like you something other than what you really are? Be yourself. Okay, be yourself. If somebody don't like you for yourself, there is no need to talk to them. Why fake it? Okay, why fake it? Be yourself and be real and truthful. Like this person, Jeffrey, man, he is not being himself, okay? Because he is hiding behind a fake profile. You see, this is me right here, okay? This is me. I don't never hide behind any fake profiles, okay? So be yourself. Stop lying about who you are and be you, okay? And stop lying behind fake profiles, trying to tell somebody about lying and things like this, point blank. Be yourself and stop hiding behind fake stuff. Number 5, why do the most unattractive people try to be players? Now, this is funny, y'all. Because, some years ago before I got married, I dated a very fine ass dude. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, fine, light skin. Not saying that dark skinned dudes are not fine because they are too, but I'm just saying he's light skinned. Okay, he's about 5'11", 5'12", like 6 feet. I can't remember. Nice weight, the way I liked them, everything, just everything I was looking for. He did everything for me. I'm not gonna lie. Did a lot of stuff for me, things like that. But some one thing that he did do that I did not like. Okay, so after I stopped talking to him, he wanted to marry me. He wanted to have a baby. I'm so glad I said no to all of this. I told you guys about him once before. Okay, but anyway, I decided not to be dating nobody that looked that good anymore. Okay, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna give me a basic dude, just a regular old dude, because I'm thinking that regular dudes are not gonna be out here cheating and trying to be slick. Y'all, that was a dead on lie. Okay, that was a dead on lie. Okay, my husband didn't leave me, baby. Get it right. My husband is still here. Get it right. He's still here, you loser. He's still here. Okay, get it right, dumb dumb. You are an idiot. I told you you're an idiot. I said that, and I'm gonna say it again. You're a straight up idiot because you don't know what you're talking about. All right, my husband is still here, you weirdo. You don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, like I said, okay, I'm thinking that because a guy is just basic, I'm thinking he would be all faithful and everything else. I was sadly mistaken, okay, because he turned out to be a hot ass mess, okay, doing the most. So now I don't care, okay, I don't be trying to find, I just find who, if I talk to a guy, I just talk to a guy who I really like, point blank, even if he really, really attractive, because it's not about how someone looks, that makes them be unfaithful. It's about their character and basically what's in them. Okay, you can get some fine dudes and they don't even play around. And then you can get some not so fine dudes and they be doing the most. So now I don't even be looking at that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just pick out whoever I want to pick out, basically, because going by that scenario that I said before, you're going to find yourself messed up. Okay, because you got a lot of really, really attractive guys that do not play around. Okay, and you got some that are not attractive and they be doing the most, and I'm trying to figure out why. Because why y'all tell me why? That's what I'm trying to tell him to do. What do he look like? Because he's hiding behind a fake name. No picture. Even if he did have a picture up there, let me tell you straight up, he's not going to show himself because he's a coward. Okay, a coward. Hey, Adam Fields, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay. So yeah, he's a coward. That's what he is. And that's why I'm leaving him here, because whenever he says something, I'm going to come back and let him know what's up without even cussing him out. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do what Snoopy asked me to do. Okay. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. So y'all unattractive dudes, stop trying to be players. Okay. Stop trying to be players and be glad somebody wants your asses. Point blank. That's on everything. Okay. Okay, another number 6. Oh man, this is good. Woo! Why do the most unattractive peeps call out other people flaws? You know what? This is another thing I'm talking about. I be seeing this all the daggone time on social media. People be talking about other people, and then you look at them, you be like, "What the crap? How are you talking about somebody when you don't got your stuff together?" You know what? People need to go look in that mirror, okay, without makeup, without the weaves and all this other stuff they wear. Men too, y'all, without the makeup, without all the other false stuff that y'all put on too. Look in the mirror, see what you look like, or look at your women and see what they look like before trying to talk about some other person. I really find that crazy. Okay, y'all would never find me on here talking about somebody unless they just messing with me. Okay, point blank. Okay, I try not to really do no arguments. I did have, but that was a different type of argument. Okay, but I'm talking about with just regular people online. You're not going to really find me doing that. You know what I'm saying? And we Black people in general need to stop tearing each other down. You know what I'm saying? We need to start uplifting one another versus tearing each other down because somebody is more attractive or got a better looking body or whatever the case it is. You know what I'm saying? And then when somebody else of another race tear the brown people down, that they want to get all crazy. Y'all need to stop doing the stuff to one another. Okay? Maybe other people will take note and start to copy what you're doing. If you're putting people down because they're dark as ever, or because they're not light skinned, or because they're not brown skinned, or excessively dark, or whatever the case is, what you think other people would do? And then that's another thing too. Y'all be tripping out about these colors, right? So when y'all be talking about how cute a light skinned girl is compared to a dark skinned woman, or whatever the case is, it's almost laughable, because for me, it seemed like you're saying that if you're saying that light skinned people automatically looks better than dark skinned people, you're showing other people who are of different race, who are lighter, that they automatically look better than all brown people because they're lighter than all of us. That's crazy. Look, if somebody is not attractive, it doesn't matter if they're light skin, dark skin, white, Latino, it doesn't matter. You're just not attractive. Just like if you look good, it doesn't matter what color your skin is. You just look good. Y'all need to stop doing that crap. Okay? Stop pointing out other people's flaws when you don't even point out your own. Look at yourself. Look in the mirror and look at yourself and point out your flaws and work on them. All right, point blank. And stop talking about people are unattractive because of their skin tone may not be the skin tone you are attractive to. Just be like, your preference is not a dark skinned person or a light skinned person or a white or whatever. You don't have to go into all this other stuff, because all light skinned people don't look better than all dark skinned people. All dark skinned people don't look better than all light skinned people. You know what I'm saying? You got people who look good in all different type of color tones, skin tones, and also of all different race and sex. Okay, so y'all cut that out. No, but I think your mama was. I think your mom was, and your dad. Okay, point blank. So this person right here is very juvenile, very. Okay. Okay, let's see. All right, so let's go to the next one. Okay, number 7. We are number 7. This person right here don't got a life either. Jeffrey man don't got a life. That's why he's online on this little ass YouTube channel tripping out. He is a total loser. He's a loser. That's what he is, a straight up loser. Need to go get a job, a real job, because if he had a real job, guess what? He wouldn't have all the time in the world to be over here on Shay's tube channel acting stupid. Nah, baby, you gonna have 1 year left to keep on talking, and that's on everything. You know what I'm saying? All righty. Let's keep that right there. Okay. So number 7, why do some claim to have money? Wait, I said I wasn't gonna laugh tonight, y'all. I try to be serious. Okay. These questions. Why do some people claim to have money and know they are broke as ever? Let's get on this. Boy, I got a husband. Get it right, baby. I'm still married with your stupid ass. I'm still married. Okay? You are an idiot, a straight up idiot. I told you before, you was an idiot. You are a clown. You are the epitome of stupid. Okay? For real. I'm gonna give y'all the definition of an idiot in a minute. Okay? So anyway, I said, why do some claim to have money and know they are broke as ever? I am so sick of people bragging about how much money they got, everything they can buy, and you don't see no evidence of it. Okay? It's not a good look. Okay? It's not a good look. When people got money, they don't need to go around bragging about it. They don't need to tell everybody how much money they got. You can see it in how they dress, where they live, their furniture. You can see it in a lot of things. The way they act. There's a lot of different areas within their life. You can tell they have money. Okay? I've been around people who are rich. You know what I'm saying? Got their stuff together. And they do not be acting like some of these people that I know that claim they are rich. Okay? Point blank. Because you got a damn house and you're paying a mortgage does not mean you are rich. Okay? Because you have a car or a nice car and paying a car note, it doesn't mean you are rich. Because you have a good career and making maybe, I don't know, $100,000, because that's still not rich to me. You're not rich. Okay? So y'all need to stop doing that. And if you are rich, you don't have to broadcast it around. It will show in everything that you do that you got it made and you are doing well. You don't have to sit out here and try to prove to everybody that you got money. It shows in your actions, okay? Point blank. And let me tell you something else. Being rich does not make you happy within, okay? You can have all the money in the world, but you can be sad as ever, okay? So think about all this when y'all be online and bragging to people about how much money you have, okay? And when you're bragging, point blank. And if you're broke, stop pretending like your ass is rich too, because like you can tell when people are broke and when they posing, okay? Point blank. Number 8, why do some people lie about everything? Just like this Jeffrey dude. He's a big liar. He's just a compulsive liar. I mean, how do you have the time to sit around and make a false everything? You lie about everything. You lie about your name. You lie about who you are. You don't put up a profile picture. You even lie about some things you're saying in this chat. Okay? Why do some people just lie about everything and cannot be real? Okay? Your mammy look old as ever, okay? And your wife, your girlfriend, and you look old as ever, okay? So why do some people lie about everything? Y'all, I'm good. I should have been on TV. My ass cannot get thrown off a guard for nothing in the world. I can go and answer his question and still come back to what I'm talking about. Okay. So why do some people lie about everything? Maybe because they are unhappy. Okay. And they're not happy with themselves. Because I can't figure out why someone would lie about everything if they were happy. You don't need to put up a false picture of yourself if you are happy within, okay? You don't have to try to make everybody believe that you are happy if you are truly happy within. You don't have to tell people you are happy if you are truly happy within. It shows in everything that you do that you're happy. You see, I can answer this clown right here and keep him right here because I am happy within. I don't have to go online. All right. Let's see. No, leave him on. And look, everybody already know my name, you clown. It's right there on my YouTube page, you idiot. You are a straight up idiot. All right? You are an idiot. Everybody already know my name. It's right there on my thing, you weirdo. Okay, so right here, we're going to go on number 9. How can a person be online all day and night and claim to have a life like this Jeffrey person? Okay, wait a minute, Blondie. Okay, I just did what you just said, dude. Okay, Blondie Queen. I was leaving him up here because he's a loser, and I was answering him, just to be funny. But anyway, let me go ahead because y'all I'm trying to eat at the same time. I'm eating salmon and lobster. Okay. Number 9, how can a person be online all day and night and claim to have a life? I'm still trying to figure that out. Okay. Wait a minute, Blondie Queen. Let me do this because I should have been had put him. Let me see, how do you do this? Wait. Let's see. I'll do that later because I can't figure out how to do this. Right. Oh my God. He is a loser for real. Okay. We are on, y'all. Anytime I start eating is when I get off track for real because I be concentrating on this food and try not to get choked. How can a person be online all day and night and claim to have a life? I'm still trying to figure that out. People tell me they're busy, they have so much to do, they work, they doing this, they doing that, but yet they be online 24/7 all damn day and night. They say they got a woman. In this case, like Jeffrey said, he got a girlfriend. And he said he have he said he got a girlfriend and a wife, but yet he got time to get on my page and leave stupid comments. Okay? And we can leave him because he said stupid. And then he's a loser because he posing as somebody else. This is crazy, okay? You need to stop, clown. You really need to grow up. You are a pathetic loser. I don't know why anybody follows you. You are a clown, dude. You are a clown. A straight up clown. Okay? But anyway, as I was saying, when you have a real life and you do have a husband or a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a wife or a career, you don't have time to be on social media all single day and night, okay? Because I only work one little job. And it's just like, I'm really a stay-at-home mom, okay? I homeschool my son. I go to that little job. I run errands and all this other stuff I do. And I'm not lying. I can barely find time to get online and do my live. This is why I be late. Okay. And so when I see people who can be constantly online all day and night talking bull crap, I'm trying to figure out how they do it when they claim they have so much going on outside of YouTube. Now, granted, if you are online all day and night and you're making some real good money, get some good donations in and all that, then more power to you. But what I'm talking about is these people who are not making anything and they're online. Okay? And they're not making anything or making little amount. And they spend all of their time online, day and night, entertaining weird stuff. I'm trying to figure out how do they have a dig on real life if they have all this energy and time to be online all day on day and night just talking about crazy stuff. Y'all let me know how while I eat this salmon. Broke ass Jeffrey, he need to try eat some salmon. Okay, some real food and some lobster. Okay, number 10. Now, if they say they got a career and they got a business and they got a wife, a husband, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, they should have something else to do. Because if I was still together with my soon-to-be ex, I don't even be online that much. So I can't even say that. I don't even be online much now. Okay, so imagine when I get a man, once I finalize my divorce papers, I won't really have time to be online. Okay, y'all gonna see. Because I'm going to put them online, let y'all see them when I get them. Trust me, I really am. I'm not really looking for no real man right now because I need to go ahead and do my divorce papers and finalize everything because I don't want to have the same problem that I had before. You know, people claim they good, then they start tripping out because they know you just separated and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Jeffrey, I know you're in the bushes with your stupid butt. You don't be knowing what you're talking about. You are a clown, loser. My God. Okay. You can tell he don't have nothing to do, as well as all his other names that he used to get on my channel, or all the other people that he gets to be on my channel. They have nothing else to do. Lame. Y'all have to excuse me for chewing in the background. Y'all know I'm trying to eat at the same time. Okay, number 10. Who only dates people online? Y'all, I keep on asking myself about this because I be meeting a bunch of people, right? And all they seem to do is pick up people online. I'm like, damn, can you find anybody out in the real world? And honestly, you got to wonder what is wrong with a person who just pick up people online to date. Okay? Are they hiding? Are they hiding? Because why would you just pick up people online when you can meet people face to face? Okay, because I meet people online and offline. Okay, point blank, and I prefer to talk to people in person anyway, because you meet them. If you meet somebody in person, you see them immediately. You know, and especially if they live in the same state you live in or the same city, y'all can hang out more together. Y'all can do things together more. You see each other from the start. You know, you spend more time together and everything, and then you're not online. Now, granted, it's okay meeting people online if you're not making it out of a like a career where you just basically meet people online all the damn time. Everything surrounds meeting people online. You meet all your friends online. You meet all your people you want to date online. To me, something ain't right with a person that does this. Because why come you can't meet someone off of line? Okay? Why? Why come you can't meet a woman or man in reality, in the real world? Let's see what you say, Blondie Queen. She said low self-esteem people or don't go any more to meet people. I met my husband online. I want to see him back. I heard that. You know what, Blondie? I met my soon to be ex. I met him on a dating site. Okay, that's how we met. And This was in I talked to him in 1997. I met him, and then we officially met, I think, in 1998. Yeah, we talked on the phone for a long time before we met in person. Okay, but I met him online. Can you believe it? Now it wasn't that I couldn't meet nobody in person, because I used to meet people in person too. It's just that me and my girlfriend decided to get on a dating site for jokes. You know what I'm saying? At that time, I had a singing group, right? And we was just doing it for fun. And I just wanted free dates, girl. I ain't gonna lie. You know, going to the movies, going out to eat, and that's it. My girlfriend, I don't know what she was doing, but I ended up meeting my husband, and we kicked it off. At first, I didn't like him. Well, at first I did like him. Then I started talking to him. I didn't like him because he was kind of arrogant and like uppity type and stuff. And so I didn't like him at first. I mean, not at first. I didn't like him. I thought after I got to know him a little bit, and we broke up. Then we got back together. But I met him online. On a dating site. That's what I mean. Okay, that's cool. But you know what? Me and my soon to be ex, we've been together since we got married in 2000. Okay, it's 2023 now. Okay, and we met in 1997. And then, like I said, we met talking on the phone and all that in 1997. And then we met physically in 1998, and we started dating. So I've been with him a long time. So you say 1998, 2008, 2018, 19, 21, 23, 25 years. Okay, 25 years, because I'm not legally divorced or anything. I'm just separated. That's it. And the reason why I've been separated so long, because I have to make sure that I actually want a divorce. People always hear me talk about him so much. They be like, why are you getting a divorce? You talk about him all the damn time. We get along good. Okay. We're still friends and everything. It's just that I don't want to be married to him anymore. Simple as that. I just want to be his friend. I hate to say that. You know what I'm saying? But it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, that's why, I want a divorce, because, all the time he'd be away working and stuff. It took a toll on our relationship. And so it's just more like being friends. And so why should I still be married and miss out on an opportunity, you know, if he's not living up to what I want him to live up to, just point blank. And a lot of people don't agree with me when I say that, especially older people, including my mom. But hey, that's just how it is. I'm the one who have to live my life. A lot of people don't agree with what I say. They just say, stay together with him and work through everything. So that's why I didn't fly down in and file a divorce paper so quick. Okay, point blank. It's taken me a long time to actually go and file those papers. But I don't believe um, divorcing someone is like a simple process, especially when you've been together so long. You know what I'm saying? You have to get used to being apart and things like that. As you got to realize, I've been with him for all these years, and we were friends as well, and we did everything together. I mean, everything. We used to go to the mall together. When I go to grocery stores, he go with me. Everything. And I didn't care that he went with me. You know what I'm saying? Like some women don't want their husband going with them. I didn't care because mine wasn't like a lot of other dudes and stuff tripping out and shit like that. I could tell him anything. We would hang out together and stuff. Neither one of us drink or smoke or do drugs. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't stingy. Give me his whole paycheck, all types of shit. So a lot of people be wondering, why do I want that divorce? But like I said, it's not all about just, somebody giving you money and all this other stuff. He never hit me or anything. It's more thing about me is that I want someone who can be around. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to just stay with someone because they take care of everything and they do this and that. You got to be around as well. And so that's why I want a divorce. Point blank. And we still are friends. He take care of his responsibilities. That's why I told Jeffrey he didn't know what the hell he was talking about. He need to shut up. My husband still wants me. I'm gonna let the whole world know this. He still wants me. Point blank. Now y'all know. That's why he haven't filed a divorce paper. He never will. If I never file the paper, we'll stay married. Point blank. We will stay married forever. He's waiting on me. Mm-hmm. I know. And that's exactly the way I feel, because I'm like, damn, I know he's out making money for us, but at the same time, you got to figure out how you can be at home and doing what you do. You know what I'm saying? And you know what, girl? He has never cheated, just like I have never cheated or anything. He don't fight me or anything. Never put his hands on me. Even when I first met him, and I was a hot ass mess when I first met him. You know what I'm saying? And even when I would do stuff, he would never put his hands on me or anything. You know what I'm saying? He never did. He would tell me what's up. You can leave, things like that. And I knew he wasn't playing. So therefore I shaped it up and got myself together. You know, I had to let that ghetto shit go. You know, the stuff that I was trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Back then. But I was younger back then as well. You know what I'm saying? And then he had to make a slick joke like a couple months ago. He was like, he met me when I was younger. That's what he was saying. So he had the very best of me. So therefore, he made some other comments. I'm not going to tell y'all what he said, but it was a damn trip. And if we wasn't so much good friends, I probably would have been pissed about what he said. But I laughed about it because it was funny, because he was correct when he said what he said. But yeah, but he was talking about something. I'll leave that as secret though. But you probably can imagine what he said, Blondie, because he said he had me when I was only 30 some years old. You know what I'm saying? I don't know Jeffrey. Jeffrey is a weirdo. I think I know who Jeffrey is, but he's one of my enemies, okay? And he made himself the enemy with his crazy stuff. I didn't make him an enemy. So yeah, Jeffrey is an idiot. He's a dodo bird, okay? Think he's smart, but he's really a dummy, all right? He's a very uneducated moron. That's what he is. And I hope he's listening in the bushes. Jeffrey can really kiss my daggone ass. I'm trying to do what Snoopy told me to do. I'm trying not to use too much profanity and stuff. But that's what Jeffrey can do. That's what he can do. For real, for real. I wish I could just say it, but you know, I don't need Snoopy in the bushes and be talking about you still doing all that cussing and stuff. So I'm trying to be good. All right. Okay, let's go on to the next question, y'all, because it's getting late. Let's see. I can't even read my own writing. Let me see what this stuff say. Okay. Oh, number 11. Why do some people fake a life on YouTube and off YouTube? It's a different story. That's another thing. They be faking shit on YouTube, trying to act like they all this. And then you know the real person. You know they're nothing like they trying to portray on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? They totally different. I don't understand why people do this. Be who you are all the time, okay? Because what you see on YouTube right now is what I am always, okay? I'm always like this, okay? I sit up here all the damn time. My hair is all over my damn head. I needed to get it detangled. Okay. It's tangled up completely. Okay. And I'm just the person, I'm like this all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? I'm me all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting on a fake persona to make people think one thing when in reality I'm not that way. You know what I'm saying? I believe in being real. And I'm just trying to figure out why some people don't do the same thing. Why even waste your time, especially if someone knows that you are faking and you're pretending to be something that you're not, to try to make people online think you are all this when in reality you're not. Why even do it? Again, this person or these type of people cannot be happy with them, because when you're happy with them, you don't fake. You be yourself. If people don't like you, then so what? And if they do like you, then okay, that's cool. Damn, y'all, this lobster tail is different. Wait, what she do to it? Y'all, it's damn tough. Wait. Oh, it's good though. It's good. It's good. Yep. I didn't think I would like lobster, but it's actually good. I'm smacking and shit, but yeah, it's good. Let's see now. Number 12. Can somebody please tell me what is up with people getting into other people's arguments on social media? Why do people do this? Right. This is how a lot of people do. They get on YouTube acting like they're all bad and shit. And then when you hit them up and they alone, it's a different story. Yeah, on social media, you can be who you want to. You can be a fake person all you want to. But the thing about it is that I don't really believe in being fake. You know what I'm saying? On social media, what you see is exactly what I am for real. For real, for real. This is exactly me. Okay? Girl, I wish I could. This lobster is good. Y'all, if I wasn't sitting up here looking a hot ass mess, I would show you this food. But you know, when I first came home, I wasn't looking a hot ass mess. It's just that once I pulled off all my clothes and shit, And my hair is not being combed all these days until my daughter detangle it. So I wear a hat. So once I pull all this damn hair out and shit, I'm gonna be looking tripped out. So I'm not gonna get on camera like that. You know what I'm saying? So therefore you won't be seeing this lobster. But anyway, it's good. Believe that. Let's see. But see, I don't know why people do get into other people's arguments though, because you know what? I never do. I mind my own damn business. And I'm not getting into nobody else's argument online. Now, what I will do is not comment or add any type of opinions on people when other people are talking about them or they're arguing online. I'm not saying shit. It's no comment. I'll still talk to the other people and say hey and things like that, but I'm not going to add any comments, especially with people online. Okay, point blank. Now, I know some people who saw me arguing with somebody some months ago. That was a different situation. Okay, I'm going to take up for myself. I don't give a shit what nobody say. I'm going to take up for myself, point blank. But in regards to just arguing with strangers online and stuff, or get into other people's quarrels and shit, or people who are in relationships get into their little arguments, I'm not doing it. Not even in person. Okay, even if I know you in person, I'm not doing that. Now I'll try to calm y'all down and stuff like that, but I'm not getting into y'all stuff because too many people get killed every day innocently over some bull crap. And then these people get right back together with these men and women. That's out. I'm not doing it. And that's on everything, y'all. I know that's right. Damn, what the hell? Wait. They got a damn bone in lobster, y'all? No, this is in the salmon. A damn bone in salmon? Yeah. Let me see, y'all. I've got to clean this my damn hands. But anyway, yeah. I'm not getting into nobody quarrels on social media or off social media. Okay. Like I said, if somebody like a relative get into an altercation or whatever the case is, I'll try to break them up and things, but I'm not even getting into theirs because these people get back together, especially men and women. They get their ass back together, and then here you are in the middle of their bull crap. Okay. And then people are mad at me or somebody, what? And somebody, wait, oh, I didn't know. Is it her brother? So he had a heart, an enlarged heart. Okay. Let me see. Yeah. And then somebody ended up getting killed or some stuff, right? Or either they get mad at you, right? And then they get back together, or either your friends get mad at you for getting back together with the person that they had you arguing with. This is why I'm not going to be getting into, all of that foolishness with people. And that's why I stay out of arguments online and offline. I just think it's better when you just stay out of stuff. I'm not adding no comments or anything else. And I just always have wondered to myself, why do other people, especially people who don't really know each other, why do they get into other people's beefs and stuff? And start adding their comments. Let me see. If it's clean and you are right, they get it right. Yeah, they do. I don't know why this salmon right here had a bone in it. And we bought it. My daughter did clean it. I don't know. We bought it from the grocery store, from the fresh meat department, where they get it and cut it for you and stuff like that. I don't know. I need to ask them about that. But let's see. Number 13. Why is it okay for an old ass man to date a younger woman? But where's the rest of this question at? 13. But if an old woman dates a younger man, people got something to say about that. Why are people so hypocritical when it comes to that? That's what I'm asking. If an old ass man can date a young woman, why come old woman can't date a young man without being talked about? Why are people so crazy when it comes to that? For me, I do think whether it's a man or a woman, if your ass is 50 some years old, you don't need to be dating. In my opinion, you shouldn't be dating a person that's 20 years old. Okay. But that's just my preference. Some people think they can. Okay. But what I'm saying is that if an old man can date a younger woman, An old woman should be able to date a younger man without having anybody talking about it. They applaud a man for doing this, but then they talk about a woman who does this. It's not right. You know what I'm saying? Neither one of them should be dating somebody young enough to be their child. Period. Okay? Number 14. Why do some women refer to themselves as a bitch, but then get mad if a man call you that? Why? Because I'll never call myself a bitch. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Okay, I never do that. Okay, and if somebody called me one, I usually go off. You know, because I really think it's degrading. Okay, and I know some women call each other that, and that's their preference. Okay, but I'm just talking. I'm just in general. I'm just wondering, why do some women refer to themselves as a bitch? Point blank. Because I never refer to myself as one. And I think when we do this, especially around men, it makes them think it's okay for them to call us the same thing. That's just my opinion. That's what I just think, okay? I mean, if you want people to call you a bitch, that's on you. Like I said yesterday with the reefer stuff, that's on you. You do what you want to. I'm just saying what I think because I'm doing the 21 questions. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Okay, let's go to the next one. Number 15, why do we let people pull us? I can't even read this shit. Why do we let people, look, why do people write so messy and then they can't understand their own writing? For real. But anyway, why do we let people pull us out of our true character? Okay, Blondie Queen, online. Hey, Pacino, thank you for stopping by. Why do we let people pull us out of our character, our true character online? Why come we can't keep our same character online? And I know that I am even guilty of this because I did let somebody pull me out of my true character online and I let them bring me back to that old Sharon. You know what I'm saying? And that's not good. When you let people pull you out of your character, y'all, you're showing a weakness, okay? And we don't need to show a weakness. We need to always be strong. What makes people really mad is when you keep your character, okay? When you maintain your true character, but still put them in their place. Much like I did with Jeffrey. I didn't come out of my character. I stayed in my real character, and I still told him what I needed to say to him. Okay, and I still stayed on topic as well. The only time when I got off topic is when I start eating this food. Okay, I didn't really get off topic. I just lost my concentration a little bit because I'm trying not to get choked like I usually do when I'm eating and talking. Okay, it's hard to do this. But why do we let people pull us out of our character online when they make us mad or something like that? And like I said, I am even guilty of this some months ago when I did this or some weeks ago. We cannot let people pull us out of our character. We got to maintain our character because it shows strength instead of being weak. Okay? And you can still set somebody straight and maintain your character. Just like you can set someone straight without using a whole bunch of profanity. You know what I'm saying? You can still set someone straight by maintaining some type of class and your true character at the same time. You can do this. Oh, thank you, Pacina. Okay, let's see. Here we go right here. Number 16. I had to put this on here. Okay. How is taking care of yourself? How is taking care of yourself very well considered to be vain? Do anybody know the answer to that? Because you take care of yourself very well, someone says that you are vain. Because somebody accused me of being that, right? And I don't think I'm vain. Okay? The thing is, I believe in taking care of myself well. Okay, let me keep it real with you. My hair wouldn't be looking like this if I would have just been doing it. Okay, and I don't do my hair. My daughter, I pay my daughter to do my hair. Okay, but I still take care of my hair. I still put oil in it and things like that. Okay, and I still wash it and things like that. But um, cause someone takes care of themselves well, they keep their nails up, they keep their feet done, they keep their skin together, keep their clothes up. They look good all the time when they go out. They keep everything together, like they wear jewelry. They like the way they like to make sure they're looking good. It does not mean a person is vain. It means that they are into taking care of themselves. Okay. No one wants to be sick. No one wants to be looking a hot ass mess and feeling a hot ass mess. When you are happy within, it makes you want to do everything that's good to take care of yourself good. Okay. You want to look your best. You want to feel your best. So you do the things that it takes to look and feel your best, point blank. And like I always say, health is your wealth. Okay. If you're not eating correctly or semi eating correctly, if you're not exercising, trying to take vitamins, drinking nutrition shakes, staying away from red meats as much as possible, eliminating drugs and things like that, or reducing alcohol, weed, and all that stuff, it's just not going to end well. And you're not going to age gracefully. Okay. That's why a lot of people be sick. Okay. And this is why some people age like they do. And this is also why some people look older than what they are. They be looking old at like 40. Okay. I have met so many people who look way older than they are at 40 years old. They can't even walk the distance that I walk. Okay. So, I mean, like years ago, I met this dude. He was like 10 years younger than me. And at that time, I was walking about 10 miles per day. Okay. Every single day. And he was telling me, he was asking me, how do I walk all the way to the mall and back when he can barely walk to the mall, halfway to the mall? And I told him I have always did exercises and I always been in shape and I have always walked. And I was just wondering. And then he was telling me he couldn't get down to the ground and stand back up without holding. And I'm like, dude, you are only 40 years old. Why come you can't get down to the ground and get back up? And I couldn't understand that. And so for me, it's very important that I take care of myself. Okay. And it doesn't mean that I am vain because I want to look good, because I don't want to get online looking a hot ass mess. Okay. Because I don't want to take pictures and be looking a hot ass mess. Okay. That doesn't mean I'm vain. What it means is that I want to make sure that I'm looking right. Point blank. I want to make sure that I'm feeling right. I want to make sure that I age gracefully. Okay. Point blank. Okay. And so for people to say some stupid stuff like that, I just really think it's unfair because that's not being vain. You know what I'm saying? That's taking care of yourself, point blank, and making sure that you age healthy, happily, and just gracefully, point blank. That's what it's all about. Mm-hmm. Aw. So, number 18. Oh, wait. No, I'm on number 17. Why do people worry about how old you are? No, why do people, I can't even read my own writing, y'all. Why do people worry about how old you were when you had your first child? Y'all, when I had my child at 17, okay, I used to put my age up. Okay, hold on for a minute, y'all, because I'm about to do something disgusting. Hold on. I used to put my age up because I have always looked at way younger than my age, right? And when I was 17 and had a daughter, um, people would say all types of stuff, especially older people. So I started telling people I was years older. Okay. So obviously when I started getting older, I started telling people I was younger, like most women do. Okay. And plus because of the entertainment industry and all that stuff, you can't be a certain age and just point blank. Okay. I mean, you can if you're already established and everything, but you know how they do. Um, so anyway, um, even though when I start getting older, I have always looked younger. So whenever I tell people that I have older children, they still do the exact same thing they was doing when I was younger. They go back and calculate at what age I had my child. And also they make jokes and be like, Well, you don't look like you that old, so you must have had your child when you was 14 or some junk like that, which I didn't. Okay. But they always make all these jokes, and I'm trying to figure out why do these people always do the same old shit. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't even matter because you know what? Even though I had my daughter, my oldest daughter at 17, guess what she is? She has a PhD. She's training to be a principal of a school. She has her PhD, her master's, her bachelor's, in every damn thing. That's what she has. Okay. And she has always been a decent child. She don't do any drugs. She never been arrested for no serious junk like that. Um, she never she don't drink or anything. Period. She's married. Her daughter is an A student, about to go to a real good college and everything. Her son is an A student. Okay. Now remember, I just told you I had her at 17. So the thing about it is that it doesn't matter what age somebody has a child. You shouldn't even be worried about that, especially to a grown ass woman that's exceptionally, that's really grown. You know what I'm saying? Don't be asking me those stupid ass questions like that. And I have to cuss when I say this because I think it's stupid for people to be asking me dumb questions like that. You trying to ask me, when did I have my child? When did you have yours? And what is your child doing? What is your grown ass child doing? Huh? This is what I want to ask these people. What is your child doing? Let's compare your daughter to my daughter, who I had at 17. Just like my son, who I had at 20. Okay? He has his bachelor degree and his master's. He's been in the military, Marines, honorable discharge. Then he was a police officer. Now he's some type of other law enforcement officer for his state. He never been in jail. He don't fight his damn wife or any damn thing else. He take care of his children. And he has his own business as well. And he's this is a second house that he owns, that he built from the ground. I got pregnant with him at 19 and had him at 20. So when y'all sit around here making jokes and stuff and talking about what time, what age somebody had a child at, what is your children doing? What are your children doing? I mean, what are yours doing? How many degrees do they have? Have they ever been in jail? Are they married in a successful relationship? Y'all want to do all this bull stuff, but if I go head to head with y'all, then you're going to be shutting up. Don't be talking about what age somebody had a child at, because it really doesn't matter as long as you're taking care, you took care of your children, okay? Just because somebody had a child, got pregnant at 16 and had a child at 17, it doesn't mean that the children are going to be losers or the person is going to be a loser. Not only did my children get degrees, their mom did too. Okay, graduated high school, A student, AB student to be exact. Went to college. My grade point average there was a 4 point something with children. Okay, it went down because I failed statistics and had to take it again. Okay, so when y'all be trying to make little jokes, learn about somebody for real before you make jokes. Okay, and worry about what you do with your children, because none of my children have ever given me problems. Okay, none of them. Not no serious problems like some of these people kids do, and that's on everything. I don't even brag about my kids. I don't even put anything up about them. When my daughter got her PhD, y'all know what? I didn't even say anything online about it. When my son got his master's, I didn't even broadcast it. I didn't say a word because I don't like bragging about stuff. I just bring it up whenever I'm talking. You know, just like when I co-wrote a book with my oldest daughter and with my other daughter. Nobody, I mean, I did tell people about that. Okay, but I'm just saying, I didn't brag about it. Y'all didn't even know I was a published author. Okay, the book is in Barnes and Nobles. So when y'all try to listen to somebody else on YouTube trying to talk about something they don't know what they're talking about, don't listen to them because they don't know what they're talking about. They only know what I told them. Okay, and all the time, y'all, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't tell people everything all the time. Okay, point blank. All right. I heard that, Blondie. You're right. I heard that. And you had your child at 19. Mm-hmm. She 30 now. Okay. You only got Jerry, you only got one child. Okay. Let me see what you said. Oh, you know what, Blondie? My mom is doing good. She's the same age. I think she's the same age as your mom, and she's doing good. She lives by herself and everything, girl. She still drives and everything. I hope I'll be like her when I get older. You know, except I'm gonna be a little rich. You know what I'm saying? I already got a plan. Other than that, she's doing real good. She still drives herself, everything. So I hope to be like that when I get 78, if I live to be 78. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing to be 78 and to be healthy. Oh, that's congratulations. That's a good job. RN, registered nurse. I heard that. I heard that. Me either. Not like that anyway. You know, with my other daughter who is 28 now, she's been fighting now. I ain't gonna lie. She don't be playing, okay? But that's a different type of hard anyway. That's not like you in jail for some real serious shit. You know, fighting. She should have been fighting. She tore that dude up, and I'm glad she did. You know what I'm saying? She don't take no mess. The way I raised her, and that's on everything. I'm glad she tore him up. Okay, that daughter, none of my kids played, but my daughters, they don't be playing, y'all. Y'all think I don't be playing. They don't be playing. That one that's over there in Texas, she don't be playing at all. Okay? At all. And I mean at all. Damn, I was like, damn, girl, if we wasn't related, I don't know if you and I would get along together. That's what I was telling her, joking around with her and stuff. Because she don't be playing, though. She be, but she's a professional as well. She's doing good, but she just don't play. You know what I'm saying? Now, my son is mild-mannered, like most dudes and stuff. But I'm sure he don't play either, being a police officer, and he's some type of law enforcement officer. I always get it wrong, so I'm not going to tell you guys what he do. All I know is he carry a couple guns. He's a law enforcement officer, not a police officer though, for the state and stuff. So I don't know exactly what type of officer he is. I always get it wrong every time. Okay. So anyway, y'all don't be worried about what age somebody have children at, especially when they start being 40 some years old and 50. Okay, don't worry about all that. Don't worry about it when they're young either, as long as they take care of their business. And girls, just because you have a child at 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, trust me, you can still be what you need to be. You can still raise your kids to be really good and good in society. Okay, don't let people make you think that you can't raise your kids good and you can't be a good mom because you are young or because the baby daddy is not there. You can do stuff. You can raise those kids up the way they need to be raised if you take the time to be as a parent should be. Okay, even if the dad is not around. No, you can't be a man, but you can damn well show him how to be a man somewhat. When people say a woman can't show a dude how to be a man, that's a damn lie. Okay, no, you cannot show him 100%, but you can lead him to the right pathway. I did it with my damn son. Okay, even though I was married, my soon to be ex was never there because he was always on the road to make sure he's taking care of us so we won't be in poverty. Okay, so I had to raise my son just like I'm raising this other one, basically by myself. He is not girly or anything else. Okay, period. He never been in jail or anything else. And this boy who's here right now, no good and well, I don't play. Okay, he's a good boy as well. Okay, you got to be a strong woman, young girls. You got to be a strong woman. Stop running behind these dudes all the damn time and take care of your kids. All right, point blank, and focus on them first. Then everything else come afterwards. Okay, let's see. Number 18, y'all. This is a question for y'all. What is considered to be old? Because I want to know. Um, Thank you, Blondie Queen. Because the thing is when a person die at 45, they always be like, oh, he died too young or she died too young. If a person is 55, oh, they were so young. But yet if they're alive, oh, the person is old. What the heck is wrong with y'all? You can't be both young and old. Either you're young or either you're old. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you guys what these age groups are called because y'all be saying some stuff. I mean, I'll be like, damn. I mean, come on now. So let's see here. What age is middle age? I already know what age is middle age. I just want to let y'all know, okay? So the common term or the range, the age range that they consider middle age is around the mid 40s, like around 45 until around the mid 60s to probably around, I say around 62, 63, maybe 64, 65. Okay. It's somewhere around that age. And middle age, really a 40-year-old is middle age. Okay. But, definitely around 45, you are definitely considered middle age. Okay. And I say from 45 to around 62 or 3, that is basically middle age, maybe even to 65. Okay. After that, 65, of course, you're getting up there as a senior citizen. Okay. If you want to look at it that way. And clearly, once you get 70 something, then you are definitely getting older. Okay. I don't know though. The thing about it is that why people sit around and be saying all this weird stuff about someone when they get 40 or 50 or even 60. The thing about it, if you keep on living, everyone is going to age. And just hope and pray that you age gracefully. You know what I'm saying? And healthy. It is so unfair for people to sit around and call people old, and they're going to obviously get to the same age unless they die. Now granted, to a kid, 40 years old could be considered old to them because they're so young. Okay, let's keep it real. Because like when I go ask my son, what is old to him, he'll say 35 is old, but he's only 14. If I go ask my 22-year-old daughter, what does she consider old? She may say 50 years old to her. Just like if I ask my 28-year-old daughter, she'll say 50 years old to her. You know what I'm saying? But if I ask a 40-year-old, he's going to say, maybe 55 or 60 or something like that may be old. But in reality, middle age, y'all, is between 40 and around 62, 63, 64, 65 years old. You're middle age in all that whole span. Anything beyond 40, like 40 to probably 30 is still young, okay? Younger, but it's not young as like a 20-year-old or something like that. Like when you're 18 to probably 30, you're still a young adult, okay? 30 to about 40, you're still a young adult, but you're not as young as you was when you were younger. But then certainly when you get 40, you start being middle age. Okay. So y'all old ass people who run around here calling somebody old, and your old ass is getting older yourself, and you're 40, cut it out. Because you're old too. You may not be 50, you may not be 60, but you're still fast approaching it, and your cells in your body are still aging quicker than they were when you were 30 or when you were 20. So stop talking, because the same illnesses that a person can get at 50, you are more susceptible you are more susceptible of those same damn illnesses at 40 years old. Okay, especially with these people now, because people just don't take care of themselves, okay, like they should. And so therefore, now at a younger age, now you are more prone to getting heart disease, and just all types of ailments that a lot of people back in the day wasn't getting until they were like 60 and stuff like that. Happy birthday, Gerald. Okay. And yeah, so you and I are the same age, Blondie Queen. So you're only as old as you feel anyway. Okay. Point blank. Take care of yourself, eat right, try to have a positive mindset, be around a positive environment, learn how to deal with stress, exercise, massage, get enough sleep, stretch. What else? Eat a lot of fruits, veggies, some vitamins, nutrition shakes. Stop. Don't be abusing alcohol, drugs, and don't take no drugs, but don't be abusing like marijuana and alcohol. And trust me, you'll age gracefully. Point blank. And have a higher source like God. Okay. I don't know about all these other gods and stuff, okay? Because I only believe in one type of God. Okay. So, that's your preference. But, have something that you believe in that's positive. All right. And then you'll be shocked how well you can age. All right. And you're welcome, Gerald. And people need to just stop focusing on that word, because everybody ages unless they die. Point blank. And just pray that you make it, because I see people all the time that's 60 and 70, and I always tell them, I just hope to make it to be your age and be healthy like you are. You know what I'm saying? Because I be seeing people around my age, and they be looking a hot ass mess. I be seeing people that's 40 and 45, they be looking a hot ass mess. They can't even stoop down to the ground and stand back up without holding on something. I still do all of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't hold on shit. Okay. And so, it's all about how you take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stop calling people old because your ass gonna get old unless you die. Okay, point blank. Be talking about people old, but if they die at 50, you talking about they too young. And you can't be both. Okay, point blank. If your ass is 50 and old, if you die at 50, you still old. You know what I'm saying? All right, next one. Why are y'all running around being mean to your kids when you are 45 and over? Why? And the reason why I'm asking is because y'all know good and damn well, if you are 45 and over and you still running around here being mean to your kids, you know good and damn well your kids may have to take care of you eventually. Okay? And even if they don't have to take care of you, they may have to do some other things for you. And you running around being all mean to them and shit and acting crazy, they're not going to want to be bothered with you. I used to always wonder why some older people, kids, don't want to be around them. I started realizing something. Hell, they probably so mean and disrespectful to their kids. This is the reason why they don't want to be around their parents. So look, when you start getting 40 and 45, especially when you get 45, start being a little nicer to your kids, y'all, because you are getting older and you never know. They may have to take care of you. And if you don't want your old ass, I'm just joking now, to be in a retirement home when you get old for real, you better be nice to these kids. And even if you don't need to be in a retirement home or a nursing home, that's what I really meant to say. You want your kids to come and visit you and really have a joyful experience when they come and visit you. Okay, you don't want to be one of those grumpy, old, mean persons that your kids don't even want to come around. They only come around because it's routine. Who wants that? Or as soon as you get old as ever, they throw you in a nursing home because they don't want to be bothered with you because your conduct is a hot mess, your attitude is a hot mess, and everything. Or because you was being mean to them when you were younger. Think about your actions now, especially if you're 40 or 45 or 50 or 55. Think about your actions now. Be that person that your kids love to be around, because trust me, as you get older, even if you are healthy, even if you do have a spouse, somebody may pass on. Hopefully they don't. And you may end up being alone. You want to have your kids. You want your kids to come and visit you and want to come and visit you and want to spend time with you and your grandkids too. So make sure your personality and all is charming. Just because you're getting old does not mean you got to be grumpy and mean and a hot ass mess. And when your kids get grown, stop treating them like little bitty kids. They're grown. Give them the respect they deserve. Okay? You still guide them, but you shouldn't be telling them what to do like that because they're not little kids. Guide them. Give them advice. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not little babies anymore. You'll be shocked what that'll do if you just guide versus instructing when they get 21 and over. You know what I'm saying? Make your kids want to be around their parents, because my kids love being around me. They actually have fun when they come around me. Okay? And that's the way you want to be. You don't want to be one of them grumpy ass people. I hate to go visit my mom because she be tripping. Oh, I hate to call her because damn, she be tripping out on the phone. Now, granted, sometimes my kids do say that about me, that I be tripping on the phone, but not all the time. Everybody gonna say it every now and then, but I'm talking about the ones that you have to say it about them all the damn time. Don't be that type of parent, because trust me, when you start getting old, you want people to want to be around you. I met a lot of old people that I talked to when I was doing Lyft. And some of these damn people, I can see why their kids did not want to visit them. They're a hot ass mess. I was glad when they got out of my car because they was a damn annoying. You know what I'm saying? And then some were so sweet. I even met an older lady, but she got on my nerves. I had to stop associating with her because she was a user. Okay. But, she was nice at first, y'all. But she ended up being a user and she was doing too much bossing around. So I had to let her go. But I'm just saying, try to be that nice older person that people love to be around versus the other way. Girl, I don't even want to talk about mine because some of my family members may hop up on this tape and see it. I mean, this video, so I'm not saying anything on video. But I know what you mean when you say this, okay? I know exactly what you mean. Okay? But yeah, you being mean to your kids, trying to beat their ass, and they 20-some years old. When your ass get old, especially if you're already sickly, they're going to remember how you was doing. And the way you doing them is the way they're gonna do you when your old ass go back to them Pampers. Now, granted, all old people don't go back to Pampers. I'm just saying some do. They go back to them damn Depends and shit. Okay, they can't even feed themselves. Their kids got to do this. So they end up putting their ass in a nursing home and let somebody else do it and they barely visit them. Don't be that type. Okay? Be a joy to be around, not annoying. Okay? Point blank. And don't think you know everything too because you're a parent, because you don't know everything. You know a lot, but you don't know everything. Y'all always talk about wisdom come with age. With some people, wisdom don't come with age. Okay? Read what the Bible says about that. Anyway, y'all always quote part of the scriptures. You never quote the entire one, what it says about that in its entirety. Okay? It says more than that. Okay? Wisdom come from the knowledge you obtain from God as well. Okay? Point blank. People always forget to add everything into the biblical scriptures. They always leave stuff out. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to talk about that subject because they always don't put everything in there. If I was talking about the Bible, which I won't be, but if I was talking about it, I'll be showing y'all the actual scriptures and I'll add everything in it, even if it convinced me. It's just like that dude who I thought he was somebody else, but he wasn't. When he came on my live and told me, what am I doing today? Again, cussing and stuff and leading people astray. I thought he was trying to be funny. But when I went over there and watched this diss video, because he did a diss video of me, y'all, I agreed with the diss video. I really did, because I was like, you are telling the truth. And I actually went to the Bible and looked up everything. And I knew he was telling the truth before I even researched everything. You know what I'm saying? And I told him he was right. He was right about the stuff he was saying to me. And then I did say he was stupid. So I told him sorry about that, because I shouldn't have been calling him stupid, because I didn't know for sure if he was a troll or not. You know what I'm saying? So I apologized to him and everything for that. And then told him he can come back to my channel and follow him on his channel and watch his videos. Okay, point blank. You know? So what I'm saying is that even though when he said what he said about me using profanity like I was, he must have went back and watched some of those other videos. Because I mean, I use it sometime now, but not like I did previously, when I was arguing. I don't know if he saw those or not, but he might have. And when he said what he said, and I researched it, I didn't try to hide all that. I told him that I saw it, and he was right. That's what I'm saying. So when I tell people stuff, I'll show you the exact thing. I'm not going to show you parts of it to make it seem like I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm just wrong. If I'm right, I'm just right. Point blank. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and go to the next one. Where are we at here? Oh, here we go right here. Number 21. No. We're on number 20. Why do some people tend to want to please everyone? Let's see. Okay, I already did that one. Yeah. Why do some people tend to want to please everybody? Why? You don't have to please everybody. Okay? You don't. Please yourself first anyway. Okay? Well, first you're going to please God if you are into, that. But you're going to please yourself. Okay? And when I say please yourself, I'm not saying being selfish or not doing what you need to do because you're trying to please yourself. I'm saying naturally please yourself, like taking care of yourself, doing things that make you happy, not putting up a front, pretending like you're something that you're not to make other people accept you, not acting like you have to have all these friends and stuff to feel good about yourself. You should feel good about yourself whether you have 1 or 50 friends, whether you are cute or not, whether you are rich or poor, okay? Whether you have a man or a woman or not, okay? Please yourself versus trying to please everybody, because you're going to go crazy trying to please everybody. You can't please everybody, point blank. Please yourself, because when you please yourself, you will naturally live up to what other people think of you or think that you should be. You would naturally live up to that. Not no crazy stuff they think you should live up to be. You know what I'm saying? But just normal stuff, like being respectful, being a hard worker, being dedicated, things like that, honest, fun-loving, fun to be around, enjoyable to be around, things like that. That's what I'm talking about, period. Number 21, y'all. Why do y'all pretend not to watch certain videos and you know you do? And why do you have spies spying on other people, YouTube pages? Why? Why do y'all do this? Grown people. Why do y'all use spies to spy on other people's pages when you can just go your ass over there and look yourself? You don't even need to be spies, because if you don't write nothing in the chat and you just watch from the bushes, you don't need a spy. You just come and watch yourself. So why do y'all use spies? And then why do y'all pretend like y'all don't be watching videos, but y'all know everything that happens on that video? Who are you trying to trick? Because you're not tricking nobody but yourself. And you're lying to yourself. Okay? If I watch your video, I'll tell you that I'm watching your video. If I don't watch your video, I'm going to tell you I'm not watching your video. And I mean it. Okay? I don't use spies. People can come and tell me information, but I don't make them do it. Because I'll go watch your video myself to see. And just won't say nothing on your channel. I'll just watch. What's the purpose of it? Okay? Especially if somebody is not making you money or adding to your wealth or doing some type of violent crime or acting like they want to do something violent toward you. Why do you have spies? So if somebody says something about you, what the hell are you going to do about it? Huh? Especially with people online that you don't even know. The thing is if you are online having a beef with somebody online, it's easy to solve that because you can clearly just stay off that person's page. You can even block that person. You won't even see their videos unless you go look at it. You can block all the people that's associated with them, and you're not going to see these people anymore. And you can just stay off the page, point blank. And then you won't have to worry about them. So why have spies? Why pretend like you're not watching anybody's videos when you know you are? Why play these games? People be bragging about they grown, they're not scared of people, but yet they be using spies. They be pretend like they're not on people's pages looking at stuff. If you are grown and you all about that life, you shouldn't have to pretend like you're not watching somebody else's page. You shouldn't have to send no one else over there to do it. Okay? You should be big and bad enough to go over there yourself. And you damn sure and well shouldn't have to hide behind fake profiles and screen names. Because if I come to your page, I'm going to always come to your page as Shay's Tube. Or it won't even be Golden Ramsey. I only use that for one purpose. It'll be Shay's Tube. Point blank. Number 22. These are bonuses, okay? Why do people over 35 tell others about their sexual stuff? Look, I don't want to hear about your sexual stuff when you're 35 and over. I just don't. I mean, I really just don't. Maybe other people do. But I don't care who you had sex with, how many times you had sex with them, what your preference is, or anything else. And certainly when you start getting 40-something, I certainly don't want to hear it. I certainly don't want to hear that. You need to keep it to yourself, okay? Because you're older now. You should be more mature. Who gives a shit about how many people you done slept with? When you tell me you're sleeping with so many people, all I start thinking about is herpes, gonorrhea, syphilis. What is the other? Trichomonas, chlamydia, AIDS, HIV. I'm thinking about these type of things. Genitalia warts. What else? I'm just thinking about all these type of things. Okay, when you start telling me you done had a lot of bodies, okay, I'm thinking about how many people you done went down on, how many people done went down on you, all this damn swapping of DNA. I'm thinking about all this type of stuff. Okay, so keep that to yourself, for real. Keep it to yourself, because I don't want to know about how many people you done had sex with. It does not prove nothing to me. It just shows me that your ass is nasty. Okay. Because I want to know, did you use a prophylactic? Okay, that's what I really want to know. Okay, and did you do any oral stuff? That's what I want to know. Because these lips right here may be juicy, baby, but I don't be doing no oral sex. Okay, just to let y'all know this. I don't be doing no oral sex. That's out. And the only man I've been with is my soon-to-be ex. And that's it. One partner since 1998. All right, point blank. And I'm celibate right now. Right. I don't care about how many women you done had or men. I don't care. I don't care. It's not really proving nothing to me. It's making me lose all respect for you. That's what it's making me lose. Okay. And talking about you like people with big butts and big titties and stuff. Excuse my language, y'all. I don't care what you like. Okay. I don't care. And you old enough to know that a big butt, big chest, big lips, big whatever are not the keys to having a successful relationship. Okay. It's nice to get a woman or a man that's attractive to you, but you shouldn't be focused so much on the big ass, the big titties, or the big lips, or whatever you like. Okay, focus more on how that person is, caring about you for real, and if this person is being respectful, if this person is being dedicated. Will this person be faithful? Will this person stand together with you, whether you are rich, poor, with a job, or without a job? These are the things you should be looking at. Okay, I'm about to get off anyway, Blondie. Thank you so much for coming in, and thank you for also communicating in this chat. Okay, thank you so much for that. You have a good night. I'm getting ready to get off anyway in a minute. I only got one more to go through, and that's it. Okay, but that's what y'all need to be focusing on versus focusing on bull crap. Especially when you start being 40 years old, when you should be definitely trying to find that one person to age with you, because it's a horrible mess when you age, especially when you start getting old for real and you're alone. Imagine aging and going through aging problems and you don't have anybody there to help you or to experience that with you. Think about that. This is the last one, y'all. Why do some people put down other people's jobs? This is a biggie one for me, okay? Because the thing is that, especially brown people, why are y'all talking about what people work at? You should be glad a person has a damn job. Whether they work at Walmart, Kroger's, Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, Grubhub, what else? The car wash down the street, the car dealership down the street, the checkout stand at Kroger's or Ralph's or wherever they work at. The key thing is that they have a job and they're not doing illegal shit. Okay? As long as they got a job and they're paying their bills and taking care of their responsibility and they're happy where they're at, that's all that matters. Why does it concern you where somebody works at? Worry about where you work at, how much money you make. And if you're doing shit illegal, you shouldn't be talking about nobody's job. Okay? Because who wants to be looking behind their shoulders wondering if somebody is coming to arrest them or if somebody's checking them out? You know what I'm saying? Or watching them. Who wants to be thinking about that? As long as they working, you're right, Gerald, and they paying their bills, don't fucking worry about where they work at. Okay? If somebody working at the damn grocery store, maybe they want to work there. Maybe that's all they can get. Maybe you should go work there. And then you won't have all the time in the world to worry about where they work at. Okay? You got people who work at damn Walmart. I don't know about Walmart, but you got people, just joking, but you got people who working at Kroger somewhere and doing better than some people who got better jobs. You got people who doing damn Uber or DoorDash and making bigger paychecks than some people working just regular jobs. So y'all need to watch what y'all be talking about, especially brown people. Stop focusing so much on other people's jobs and focus on what you need to be doing. If you don't got a 401 plan and some type of savings account and some type of investments and life insurance and renters, or well, if you own your own home, you do have mortgage insurance. If you don't have all these things, and what else? What else should you have? Emergency accounts, and things like that. You shouldn't even be focusing on what somebody else's job is doing. Focus on what you need to do. Okay, that's one thing I don't be focusing on what people work at, because I know what I need to do to keep my stuff in order and to make sure when I get old for real, I won't be struggling like so many other older people that I see every day that they are doing. I don't want to be like that. Okay, so therefore, I'm doing what I need to do now to make sure that don't happen. And I'm not worried about what other people work at and how much money they make. I don't care. People work wherever they can work at, point blank. And y'all need to stop focusing and putting other people down because they work somewhere Okay, like what are you doing? Are you working where you make six figures? Do you have a very good benefit package at your job? Shit. So y'all need to focus on where y'all working at, how much you make. You know, I even had to tell my soon to be ex this because he was so focusing on the job that I do. Don't worry about where I work at. You know what I'm saying? I choose to do what I'm doing because I don't want to work for real no more. Okay. I'm already retired. That's the way I look at it. I already did my job. I don't want to do that stuff no more. I've been a stay at home mom for the longest. I want to continue on being at home. Go to work when I feel like going to work. You know what I'm saying? And stuff. I don't want to be out there no more doing all that stuff. Okay, point blank, and I can do that right now. So therefore, that's why I do what I do. You know. So I had to tell him I do this job because I like doing it. I don't want a regular job anymore. That's what I got him for. You know what I'm saying? Please. I mean, he chooses to do what he wants to do. And so I choose to do what I want to do. And yeah, he make way more money than I do. But so, you know what I'm saying? So what? I'm still happy. Right. No retirement plans in the streets. Okay. And doing illegal shit. Your retirement plan is possibly a prison sentence. Okay. That's your retirement plan when you're doing illegal activities or living a life where you always got to be looking over your back and wondering if the police will be knocking at your door. No one wants to live like that. At least I don't. Now, some people do. Some people do want to live like that, but I don't. So, when y'all be getting up here worried about somebody else's job, focus on yours. Focus on what you need to be doing. Okay? And get your crap in order. Because somebody who working at Walmart or even for Uber Eats or whatever, they can have all their stuff in order. They can have a retirement plan because you don't know what they was doing before they started doing that. And you don't know what they may be doing with that job. Okay? They can have a retirement plan. They can have a 401. They can have money in the bank. They can have their house almost paid for. They can have many things. You know how many people I met that was doing like Lyft and they had all their shit together. They was doing it for extra money. I met people who had all their houses paid off. This one dude that I met, older guy, 50-some years old. His house was already paid off. His cars was paid off. He was doing Lyft for extra money for him and his wife to go on vacation. That's what he was doing it for, and to help his kids. Nothing more. But had his house on, I think his house was paid for. I met 3 people in my life who had their houses completely paid off and wasn't old as ever. One person is this black dude I met that owns his own restaurant, and I didn't even know this dude was so well off. And there's nothing, you can't be assuming stuff either because like I was wrong about him. Y'all, he's only 60 years old. His house is paid off, and look, he don't live in no slums. He live out here in Temecula, okay? And if you look up Temecula, you'll know. His house is paid off. His luxury cars are all paid off. All his business stuff is all paid off. Everything. He's living good. And you look at this dude, he don't even look like he doing all this. But all his stuff is paid off. He got his retirement plan. He retired for the military. He got that check along with his business and everything. He got his stuff made. That's the way you want to be. He ain't worried about what other people are doing, how much other people are making at their jobs. And that's how you got to be. You can't be focused on what other people doing, trying to talk about what other people work at, how much money they make, and your ass ain't got shit. You ain't got shit but a paycheck. If your ass lose that job or get laid off or whatever the case is, after about 6 months, you're going to be like you working for Uber or Lyft or Walmart or somebody like that. If you don't have no real money saved up and no real backup plans. So y'all better focus on y'all own shit versus worrying about what other people work at and how much they make. Because who wants to be 65 years old, still got the workplaces? You can work places, but you should be working there because you want to. Or living somewhere you don't want to live because you didn't properly plan. A lot of people be like that because they too focused on other people and not focusing on themselves. They focusing on what other people work at versus focusing on where they need to be working at and what they need to be doing. Point blank. All right. So anyway, y'all, that was my 21 questions. And I hope y'all learned some things tonight because I did. And I had fun tonight. Had a couple of trolls in here. I had to get that one set straight and everything. But, I had a good conversation tonight. I didn't get a chance to talk about Black history, y'all. But even though tomorrow is March the 1st, I'll still go over the Black history that I did not get a chance to do tonight. I will do that tomorrow for you because it's very important to know everything that we can know and learn about our history and the things that we have accomplished and the things that we have done to make this world what it is today. Black people do a lot of things. Black people have done a lot of things, have invented a lot of things. I mean, just really did a lot of fascinating things. And I think we need to know this. Schools don't teach you all this. Okay. So tomorrow, y'all, in my live, we are going to cover a little of it. All right. For Black History Month, even though Black History Month is officially over. However, y'all, Black history is every daggone day of the year. Okay. Every day of the year. All right. So again, I want to thank everybody in my chat. I want to say thank you to, I'm doing roll call now. I want to thank you. I want to say thank you. Wait a minute, y'all. I want to say thank you to Missy. Like always, thank you for your support. Thank you, Gerald, for coming in. Thank you for your support. Thank you for conversating back and forth as well. Blondie Queen, thank you too for coming in and conversating with me as well. Very nice conversation tonight. Thank you, X-Man Gaming. Thank you for stopping by like always. All right. I know that's right. Amen to that. Be who you always are. Thank you to Adam Fierce, who always drop by to show support. Thank you too, hon. Okay, thank you again to Missy, Blondie Queen, X-Man Gaming. Thank you to BCW for coming in, stopping by. And I'm doing pretty good like always. Blessed. Yep. Let's see. Who else? Thank you, Pacino. Pacino, the Don. I know you're gone, but thank you for stopping by, hon. All right. Gerald, thank you so much, too. I know I repeat names again, y'all. Y'all know I be in the Twilight Zone. Let's see. Gerald, make sure you come back. I like your conversation, hon. And thank you to everybody who's in the bushes. There's a lot of people being in bushes. And thank you to everybody who will watch this back and replay. And I hope I did not offend anyone because I'm not trying to. These are just my opinions. It doesn't mean that it's something that you may agree with. Okay, because everybody is entitled to their own opinions. And let me do the copyright disclaimer because I forgot to do it. Yeah, everything in this video is protected by, y'all, let me actually look up the copyright thing because my ass always be saying all this other stuff. Let me actually read it this time, okay? Because I don't know what I'll be talking about sometime. Okay, 1976, copyright, wait. Copyright Fair Use Act, okay. No, I need to just read it. I don't need to be knowing what it is. Goodness. Let's see, what is the Copyright Act? Okay. So, yeah. The copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education. This is why my ass can never be an actress, okay? Because I laugh too much. In research, fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All right. And that disclaimer will be down below in this video, y'all. That's where it will be. Y'all, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you liked it. Also, if you're not subscribed to Shay's Tube, hit that subscribe button and subscribe to Shay's Tube. Hey, I sounded all right that time. It wasn't all good like that because I'd be hoarse all the damn time, but it was a little bit better than all the other times, okay? And don't forget to hit the bell notification to be notified of any upcoming videos. Oh, and let me do this other disclaimer. All these 21 questions is not pertaining to anyone in particular. I'm talking about a lot of different people. A lot of little different things based on my experiences, okay? So hopefully I did not offend anyone, you know what I'm saying? Okay, because I was not trying to, all right? Salute, Gerald. Let me see. Y'all, if you want to show Let me see. If you want to show support to this channel, other than doing the thumbs up and subscribing, you can wait. You can send a cash support to $Shay's Tube, okay, to show support for our channel. All right. I can never say that right because y'all, I do Dollar Tree hauls and shopping hauls, and on those type of channels, we don't really be asking for anything. We just put it up there sometime, but we don't ever really say anything about it. So I'm still used to that, not saying anything, on these lives and stuff on this side of the channel. People do stuff a little different on this side. So people would always ask me why come I don't put my Cash App up there. So that's why I started putting it up there. And if people want to donate, they can. If they don't have to. But do those thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. And if you watch this in the replay, leave a comment, because the more you leave comments, the more you thumbs up, the more you comment and thumbs up, they will show these videos more, you know what I'm saying, throughout their system, and people will see it. All right guys, so other than that, y'all have a good night, and don't forget I come back on tomorrow, which is Wednesday, between 7:15 and 7:30. Okay, in the next live, of course, I will be talking about Black history. Okay, and we will talk about something exciting. Whatever I think about tonight, we'll talk about it tomorrow, y'all. All right. Other than that, guys, you have a good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And y'all take care, okay? Peace out. Let's see. Y'all have a good day tomorrow too, y'all. Have a good work day too, okay? Why did I put this up here? That's the wrong thing. Here it is, right? This is what I meant to put up here. Thank you and have a good night, y'all. Y'all, this is a dodo bird. Good night, y'all. Let me put some other music on. Here we go, y'all. I don't know about this. Let's mess on something else. Let's put some rock music on, okay? I don't like that shit. Wait a minute, hold up. All right now. All right. Yeah. Hey. Ow. Yeah. Good night, y'all. See y'all tomorrow, okay? Peace out. Hey. Yeah. Woo.